Welcome back to the boardroom. Take a seat, pretend you're listening. On the docket today, man, this really grinds my gears. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this kind of thing, but and I say this ironically, the dumbification of language, okay? Because apparently English isn't good enough anymore, right? So now we've collectively decided to downgrade to caveman TikTok dialect. All right, let me get into this. And I'm sure that doesn't really need any more of an introduction than that. But phrases like slay or slayed, right? Dude, are we for real? You know what I mean? You put on a sweater this morning, okay, and you paired that with Birkenstocks, took a mirror selfie and said slay. Like, are these the standards? Are these the standards now? You put on an article of clothing and you slayed a dragon or something? Wow, you didn't conquer Persia or anything remotely close to this. No, you just matched two colors that look okay together. And somehow it's a heroic journey, but you've also got ones like it's giving. Oh my god, dude. This probably is the worst in my opinion. It's giving what exactly? You know what I mean? Because you're giving me a fucking stroke. Okay. I cannot believe that this is actually used and gained popularity. I mean, it's just admitting that you cannot formulate a thought, you cannot complete a sentence, or even speak coherently in a way that others might understand you. Like it's giving broke. Like, bitch, you're giving me an aneurysm. Okay, can we like try harder? Can we do better? That's it right there. Can we do better as people, as a society? You know, or eight. Dude, what are we even saying at this point? Ate and left no crumbs. This has to be the most like feral compliment I've ever heard, dude. It literally just sounds like you're you're reviewing a raccoon eat out of a Taco Bell dumpster. Fuck it, ate and left no crumb. Like, what the fuck are you even trying to convey with that? They did a good job, or I don't even know, man. It's like hieroglyphics you have to decipher. I have no idea what that even means. Like, I have an idea based on context, but it's like, dude, why did using words go out of style? What happened to the rhetoric, right? The lexicon. Come, dude, I don't I don't know. I mean, I'm dumbfounded, and this is my generation that does this. I'm completely dumbfounded, right? Or serve. I recently came across this. I didn't even know it was floating out there in the social media hellscape that is TikTok and things of that nature. Serve. I mean, apparently it's just existing in public is now a runway. Apparently, like you just walk outside and maybe you have a strut or something and you are serving. I don't know what you're serving. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think you are? Like Princess Diana or something? You just walk down the street and everybody's breaking neck to look at you or something. They can see how corny you look, so they look in your direction and judge, and you're like, served, get served. What? Dude, it's so ridiculous. And it goes a step further. Not only are these words actively being used, and it seems like they're just on some kind of conveyor belt, just an endless supply of nonsense, of noise coming out of people's mouths that don't actually mean anything, but it's being used in conjunction with fillers, like noise filler words. Okay, obviously the most notable being like. Dude, this kills me. I mean, how to spot an unintelligent person 101, okay? Where like literally like every time it's every like 3 words, and like I don't know like what I'm talking about, so it's like crazy, like dude, it's like you hear some of these Gen Zers talking, God forbid, the ones that come after them, who knows what kind of language they're going to come up with. it's just going to be a bunch of grunts and like and literally, you know what I mean? But at this point, the word like has seen more screen time than an actual sentence. It's actually the bulk of sentences nowadays, and it's like nails on a chalkboard every time I hear somebody speak like this, because it just goes to show you have such poor vocabulary. You need to insert these filler words every 3 words, every 2, every 4 words. And dude, read a dictionary or something. Did you not take ELA or anything? Come on, dude. Huckleberry Finn, you remember like going over all of this? It's really beyond me, man. And I can't comprehend for the life of me why somebody would want to speak like this. And there is no way you don't notice it. And if you do, you have a whole other set of issues that needs addressing. Then we can come back to the vocabulary. But I don't know what's going on with people's speech. It's just, like I said before, like, it's just dumbified, which I understand isn't a word, but I mean, how else do you describe what the hell is going on and how people are speaking to one another, especially online? I know I'm not the only person that's noticed this, and I'm not even online like that. I don't even use social media, but it has just seeped into the real world where it used to be in these fringe corners of the internet. Now it's just you go to Starbucks, Wicks, like your drink is ready, literally. It's like, come on. Or I can't even. You can't even what? Speak? Because what does that even mean? You can't even think. We're just stopping the thought midair now. Go for the alley oop and freeze frame. I can't even. And just frozen in time. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat here, Karen. You can't even what? I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I can't even. I just can't. Oh my goodness, dude. I understand why there used to be mental asylums. It probably wasn't even for the crazies. It was for those who had to deal with the crazies, because I'm going to explode. Okay, I don't I don't know another way to describe it, but I just can't even. You know what I mean? Or no cap. Come on, man. No cap, for real. I was dumbfounded when I first heard this. Yeah, man, no cap. What? You don't have a hat on, or what is that? How does that even relate to the topic? Dude, no cap. Like such and such happened, dude, no cap. Here's a crazy idea. Just say, I'm serious. That way, I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about. I know. Revolutionary concept. Just use words that correctly convey what it is you're trying to say. How about that? Can I get an amen? Or the hyperbole pack that is just, there's a new DLC every month thanks to TikTok, right? Dead. I'm deceased. Imagine explaining that to your grandmother, your grandfather, or something. Like, why are you laughing? I'm deceased, Nana. I'm dead. Like, dude, she's going to rush your ass to the hospital. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how that conveys like something is funny. Dude, I'm dead. Just laugh. I mean, I understand you think it's funny if you just laugh. I don't understand why we have to go to I'm deceased. It just doesn't make any sense in my mind. Or obsessed. Come on, man. All you fucking TikTok girlies out there love to say, I'm obsessed. Oh my God. Did you say this? Literal obsession. What the fuck? You're not obsessed, okay? You just think these fluffy socks from Target are kind of nice. I'm obsessed. Everything's an obsession with you people. Everything. Do you even understand what it means to be obsessed? Like to have your thoughts consumed by said thing? Like, dude, you're not obsessed. And as soon as you find the next thing in 45 seconds, you're going to be obsessed with that and forget what you were just obsessed about. Make it make sense to me. Or living rent free This used to kind of be an insult in a way where you kind of you're not even with somebody that you're mentally tormented. Oh, I'm living rent free in his head. That kind of made sense, but now it's just everything lives rent free all the time forever. You know what I mean? And the reality is nothing lives rent free anymore, big man. Have you seen housing prices? Like nothing is rent free. Can we just drop it? Or this has got to be one of the cringiest main character energy. Dude, you went to Starbucks. Congratulations, Shakespeare. Truly a hero's journey. Okay, you are the main character. But the funniest thing is that everybody's the main character. Apparently, everyone sees themselves as the main character, and everybody else is extras in their movie. But it's so ironic because everybody thinks that. Everybody's the main character all the time. So it doesn't even make sense if you break it down. And I'm not sure what that even means. Like a homeless person approach you and you just kept moving with your little square glasses on, Starbies in hand. It's like main character, like didn't even fucking notice, yo. Like what does that even mean? A main character energy. What does that even mean? It's like aura. Like I kind of understand what you're saying, but it's you just look at something, a runway model or whatever, a guy take off a helmet and fucks his hair. Is just, dude, aura. Guy has aura. What do you mean, dude? What the? Can you even explain what it is you mean without using the word aura in a sentence? I challenge anybody. I don't think you can. You just kind of throw these things out without any kind of meaning. Like Riz. Dude, I thought this was the dumbest shit. I still think it's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I guess it's supposed to be, this is what I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's supposed to be short for charisma, right? Like your charisma. I guess more accurately though, how Riz is used is your ability to flirt. But it's just so corny, dude. It's so cringe, especially if you see these pickup artists online. Like, God, dude, I'll show you 5 easy steps to up your Riz game. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's just a big joke at this point. I can't even take it serious. Or a based. I have mixed feelings on this because I can understand if you're like, okay, that's based. Maybe that means rooted in truth or confidence or something. I mean, I think it used to mean confident, right? To be base, but now it just means I agree with this random tweet. Somebody said something you like, oh, dude, it's so based. That's fucking based, dude. Like, like just like the post and keep it moving, big man. I don't know why everything is based all of a sudden, but only what you agree with. Or you've got Sigma. Dude, this is so funny because the translation of Sigma is you're lonely, you just bought a pair of Ray-Bans. So now you're lonely and mysterious, allegedly. It's like a whole lifestyle created by lonely individuals who want to seem cool and mysterious. Fuck a Sigma, bro. I'm not an alpha, I'm not a beta. Fuck a Sigma, bro. I walk alone. Like, okay, man. Can you just ring up my fucking order and bag the fries? That'd be great. Appreciate it. or sus. See, I understand if you want to use suspect or suspicious, right? But the game Among Us really just ruined this word forever because everything is sus. Dude, that's sus. Even breathing is sus. You breathe the wrong way, you're sus. Or ick. Such an ick. Oh my God. He opened the door with his left hand. Ick. Like, dude, what? Oh, he wore blue with brown. Ick. Dude, I don't understand these fucking words, man. I really don't. If you want to use the entire thing, I get what you're saying. That's a bit suspicious. It's a little bit suspect, connecting the dots here and here. But to just, that's sauce. Can we not even be bothered to finish the word anymore? You don't even need another breath to do it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Or the whole fake intellectuals, right? They try to seem smart while also incorporating this slang, like normalize X, normalize this, normalize that. You know what I mean? It's just, how about we normalize shutting the fuck up? How about we normalize that? Can we? Can we agree on that? Normalize finishing college before tweeting therapy slogans. Okay. How about that? How about we normalize being fully employed? How about that? Right? Rather than normalize all this bullshit. Yeah, I'm getting so sick of it. Let's normalize keeping your thoughts to yourself. How about that? You know, low key, high key. These are supposed to add nuance or something, but all it means is you're confused about your opinion. I think you're having trouble articulating it because you just throw out low key. Okay, you're agreeing with me to a lower degree, or dude, high key, dude, high fucking key. Do you care to elaborate? Can we reach the same conclusion? Can you get me on the same page that apparently you're on? I don't think we're in the same fucking library, let alone the same book and same page. Okay, low key, that's how I feel. Or hot take. Every hot take is just cold leftovers reheated. Okay, it's microwavable opinions. That's it. That's all it is. That's everything's a hot take. Every opinion piece rooted in nothing and explains fuck all is a hot take all of the sudden. Everybody is a main character and everything they say is a hot take. Dude, I'm getting really tired of this. I'm getting very tired of this. Or Delulu. When I first heard this, I thought it was a joke. I really thought somebody was fucking with me. To say Delulu, short for delusional, which is ironic because using the word unironically is Delulu behavior. Do you see what I'm saying? That is ridiculous. That is insane that we have gotten to such a point in our rhetoric, in our vocabulary, that we have to shorten words like that. You can't even be bothered to say delusional, delulu. What's the appeal of that? You sound insane. You sound like a baby who can't talk. No. It's like, what are we doing, man? Like trying to decipher Gen Z as a Gen Zer, it hurts. It hurts my brain. It hurts my soul to have to listen and decipher in real time an active conversation with the cashier and just trying to figure out why they're speaking to me in verbal Morse code is like, dude, I'm going to pop a blood vessel. Can we just speak like adults? I really don't understand why we have to speak in code like this. It drives me up a wall, And I don't even have the Rosetta Stone to be deciphering half of this shit, man. Rosetta Stone, that is TikTok, You need context when having a conversation, when speaking to somebody, right? But nowadays you need subtitles, because of all this TikTok brain. And I fail to understand how it is we got here. Maybe slang used to be cool, a word here, a word there, but it's just hijacked everybody's vocabulary. And you could argue even thought processes. They can't even speak without speaking like this, or going back to it's giving broke. Oh my God, dude. You know who loves to say this? Women who wear $5 Shein dresses with $10 press on nails and want you to pay for a $300 date at Ruth's Chris. And if you don't, it's giving broke. It's like, bitch, call yourself a Lyft, okay? Can you get a job? Can you stop with the whole Shein dress thing, calling other people broke? It's really cringe, and ironic in a way, And nowadays there's just so much filler over substance. Entire conversations just collapse into half words, filler, memes, things like that. It's not even dialogue. It's just a collage of sounds. Like you're not even saying a lot of anything. You're just making noises, all of these words strung together from the online space. And I can't even imagine boomers having to deal with this. Let it be, because I can't. It drives me up a wall, and so much stuff just gets lost in translation. Because the worst part is when you do ask them to explain or elaborate, they look at you like you're the idiot for not understanding what they said in the first place. It's like, dude, sorry, I don't speak in emoji. Okay, I do need you to elaborate. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy in my opinion, man, because words, they used to build empires. People took language seriously. And we don't have to go all the way back to Shakespearean English, right? Or the posh English of London socialites. As nice as that might be. But we used to take language serious. It was a part of your identity. I mean, there's actually a branch of the French government that ensures the French language isn't tainted. Yes, the French have slang and they have their informal speech and stuff, but there is an active effort to preserve the French language, especially like, France, excuse me, French as a language is considered the language of diplomacy, right? So the formal French is protected and they ensure that because it's identity. But now we just build TikToks and trendy videos with language. That's it. We've gone from Shakespeare to Snapchat, from sonnets to slang that sounds like a stroke mid-sentence. The English language, it has not evolved, okay? It's devolved over time, and it's devolved all the way into ate and left no crumbs, and it's giving. So, I don't know. It's just a thought I had, man, but hit that like button, drop a comment, let me know what you think. What are some slangs that I didn't cover that you have to deal with on a daily basis? Let me know down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for sitting through another one. Meeting adjourned.